Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now it's been a while, but we're finally back on the first radius layout. If you watch previous videos on this, you'll have noticed as I left it, we had a bit of a gap in the board where I was going to build a river in. We had a plastic Hornby gantry bridge. There was a lot of other stuff going on, and I'd had a lot of time where I wasn't really doing the layout just because of work and other things. And when I went to back and looked at it, it just looked like a starter train set. It had gone away from what I was hoping to build. You know, there was the basic country station, there was just a plastic signal box, and all these things are great when you start, but I realized that buying the cheap stuff as regards to buildings and stuff, and I hadn't really thought about what I was doing. I was just trying to build it as quickly as possible. And I know a lot of people say, oh, the best way to do it is just to get on with it, but I think if you want to build something that's to your taste, just buying loads of random stuff and sticking it down is not the way to go. So I had a little bit of time. I decided that I would put a back scene in. However, I wouldn't have it halfway on the board. I would sort of put it at the back quarter, which still gives me quite a bit of room at the front. And because I had quite a bit of sort of used wood and bits laying around, they were only going to go down the tip. I thought to myself, right then, I'll use these towards building my back scene. So I decided that's what I was going to do. I also ordered this sky scene. I kept it simple because I did plan to have buildings and those sort of things in front, so all I really needed was the sky scene. So I ordered this from Hatton's. I think they were about £7. It was quite a while ago when I bought them and when I filmed this, funnily enough. So yeah, that's what I decided to go with. I thought I can make my own scene from everything else. I don't want like a village in the background on a hill or anything like that. So yeah, I decided to go, and I had a lot of, what was happening was I was buying myself a lot of sort of Thomas stuff and stuff I didn't really have any idea of what I was going to do with. I mean, I've still got a lot of it. Obviously, it's I didn't just sell it. Stuff like the country station, the signal box, they've all been sold. I'm not going to have any town or anything like that. It's all going to be industrial. Something to go along with my lovely little shunter here, which is like basically the only loco I'm really running. I've sold one or two of my locos that I'm not using and didn't want anymore, so they've gone back into funding this. So I've just tacked the sky up there so you can see. I know it's not straight. It will be straight. At this point, this was a couple of days ago, I was filming and the light was really bad. So I thought, like, I'll just tack it up and sort of try to build this video up over time. So that's what I decided to do. I also got rid of the Hornby portholes and I got a stone looking porthole, and I used the foam to sort of bring that out from the wall, and I will be using plaster to do that over time. And I'll build that out so you've got sort of more of a sort of 3D looking rather than just a tunnel portal stuck to a back scene. So here's the stuff, as you can see. Everyone's seen this. It was £6 for 2 rolls on eBay, so let's hope it's good stuff. And I'll build that out, and obviously I'll build a few little other bits and bobs because I want an elevation in the ground. I bought this loading bay platform at the same time as I bought the back scene, funnily enough. It was £4, just £4, which was an absolute bargain, but I'll get that out properly later in the video, and the parts you'll see that I shot today. So yeah, I was a lot more happy with doing it this way, the way things are going. It's not until you watch an old video back, and I think it was like the last part of this series was like a year ago, so it was a while back, a real while back. It gives you a massive perception change on what you've done. So I also ordered these ID back scenes. It's basically a 10-pack of warehouse sticky back plastic paper warehouses. I was a little bit concerned they were going to be crap, let's be honest. And they were £7 from Hatton's, but unfortunately they were sold out, so I ended up buying on eBay for a little bit more, about £9 I think. But you get quite a few different designs. I'll show you them all here. You know, you've got just basically ones with windows that are boarded up. You've got ones with I think there's a window missing, just bricked up. There's another one which is just the back, and they look pretty good to the camera. They do look pretty good. I was thinking, oh god, they're going to be absolute tat, especially with how things have been going lately for me when I've been buying stuff. If you've not seen my Dapple video, this may be worth a watch, because my god, I'm sure they drank way too many beers when they were making that range. Either that or their 3D printer was on some sort of amphetamines. But yeah, basically what you do is they're sticky back, you cut them out, and then you can stick them to your back scene. So I thought, well, this is a great way, because this is pretty much the way I wanted to go. I've always liked the industrial. I've seen a couple of layouts with an industrial scene, so these 1950s or earlier industrial scenes. So that's what I decided to go for. I've still got my first radius loop, so you can obviously loop a train around, but my plan is to hopefully go digital, and then I can have trains obviously working the side-ins and everything else, or locos I should say. So there we are. I've cut it out. You just literally peel it back and bam, stick it on the back scene. Now, I know a lot of this, you're going to be thinking, oh, there's an air bubble over there, or this, that, and the other. Don't worry, it does all get tidied up. I will all tidy it up. It's just it's very hard to do this in the angle that my tripod and camera is held. It's very, very difficult, because the only way for me to do it, because it's quite a small room, is for me to stand in front of it, and obviously that's going to totally take away from what I'm trying to do. But yeah, it's nice and easy. You can see, I think it does make it quite an effective change. My Hornby storage shed's coming apart a bit, but that's going to be replaced with a proper version, probably a Scaledale or maybe from someone else. The plastic stuff this is the only piece of plastic kit that I've actually got left, and I never really put it together that well in the first place. So yeah, I'll keep it, but it won't be part of this. So as you say, just keep it going, stick them, cut them out, stick them on the back, and my plan is to go all the way across to where the tunnel work happens, which is where I'm going to do my plaster scene, and then I'll add some other bits. So you can see it's coming along here. I know it's peeling. You can see, if you look at the left, you can see where the back scene is peeling, but I will sort that out with some double-sided tape when I've got some. I seem to have run out, but I'm so much happier with the way that this is looking compared to what it was before. I think it's easy to get swept up when you're building model railway, and as I say, I'm still really new to it. Even though this channel's been going a while, the actual time that I've had has not been a lot, and it's easy to get swept up in, oh look, there's a bargain there, I'll grab that. Oh, there's a bargain there, I'll buy that. Oh, that train set's cheap, I'll buy that. And you tend to get further and further away from what you were planning to do in the beginning. But hopefully we're back on track here now, and I will get my track sorted out. I've taken up a lot of the track because I bought stacks of track and I wasn't really thinking about what I was doing. I still don't really know what the layout I want is going to be. I know how I want the back to be, and that's the most important thing, because obviously I've got to build it back to the front because it's against a wall, and you can get locos that derail from behind. I've made sure I haven't put a top on it or anything like that, and I've also left the right hand side clear, so basically loco just comes from behind the back scene. But there is a Metcalf kit, which is a warehouse kit, which I plan to use over there, so that's going to sort of shut it off, but at the end of the day you can just pick it up and move it, and you can get your locos back out. Hopefully they'll come back into stock at some point. So hopefully I'm not rambling too much, but you can sort of, this is not scripted, as you can probably tell. I'm just going along, but I'm so much happier with how it looks now, and this will be the look as I'm going forward with it. I'm going to sort the track layout. There's going to be plenty of bits and bobs and stuff going on. But as you can see, there we are. The loco comes from just behind the backboard. That's where I'm going to have the big Metcalf factory there. And you can see my LMS van there, the wonkiest van ever made, which I reviewed on this channel. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's about it really. I just wanted to update on this. I know a lot of people did join this channel for that series, but unfortunately due to other things in life, like I do go racing, and I've got I'm self-employed, so it's very hard to just not do work. And it does take time to do model railways. You're doing something, and the next thing you know, a couple of hours has passed. But hopefully you can see what I'm trying to go for now. And even as I narrate it, that where the scene is coming away is really, really annoying me. So here's the £4 Hornby loading ramp. I mean, £4, I'll probably get a couple more, to be honest, because they all join together. Once I've decided what my track is going to be like. And then I'm going to stick my track down, decide what I definitely want, stick the track down. Because obviously the longer I'm taking to do the track, the more ridiculous it's getting. Time is dragging on. I've been doing this for, what, a year now, over a year. And I haven't got very far. But for all the people who are wondering what happened to Crash Test Thomas, here he is. He's doing well. He's still sort of hanging in there. He derails every 5 seconds, but I noticed I got a lot of people talking on that video. They were like, oh, what a waste of a model. He's not wasted at all. He's still here, and I'll keep him for the foreseeable future. But yeah, hopefully you can see where I'm going with this now. Sorry, it's really rambling on. If you're here because of the light-hearted stuff, I do apologize. It's not very light-hearted either. But just to show you that I haven't completely sold out and I'm just like, oh, I'll just make a rubbish video for 6 minutes or 3 minutes of me taking the mick out of something. You know, I genuinely still am building this. I am enjoying it. It's just sort of time is a bit of a factor. But obviously now I know where I'm going, it'll obviously come along a lot quicker. So thank you for watching. If you do, I can't believe how many people have subscribed to this channel. I know 340 odd doesn't seem a lot to most people, but it's absolutely blown my mind. So if you are watching the videos and you do enjoy them, just if you press a like and subscribe, let me know what you're happy with, what you don't like, what you do like, and advice. I really like it when people they're in the comment section giving me some advice, telling me where I can buy something or their experiences with something that they think I may like, because that's what it's all about. It's all about the community. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.